Alright, welcome back. So, now that we have the Magnum, we can continue on with the final third of the game. Let's drop off our ink ribbons really quick, and we'll pick up the Magnum. Because the next section was giving me some issues. Finally said, screw it, I'm just going to take the Magnum with me. Because unfortunately, there is no item box until after the boss fight, for some reason. Never quite understood that, but whatever. Right. There is a hunter in this hallway. My recommendation is to stay to one side, kind of draw him over, and then run around him. Alright. Now that we have the crank and the battery, we can go ahead and head back into the gardens. And we didn't really notice it earlier because I just didn't go near it. But there is a slot over on the other side of this room that we're entering here, where a car battery would go, or at least a battery that looks like a car battery. Unfortunately, the dog placements are not great. Well, one being right next to the battery is not great. Come on, get on there. It's always kind of random where they will be patrolling, but it's just not really worth the time or the ammo to take them out. Alright, so now that we got rid of the battery, let's go ahead and pick up some of these herbs. Definitely want to make sure we have one full herb available. And we'll leave the other inventory slot open, or are we going to... I think we're picking up the blue one to make it a poison healer as well, which is probably not a bad decision, given what we are probably going to be fighting here soon. Okay, so now that that other elevator is working, we need to head back into here. And this is the reason why I picked up the crank. We need to reset the water in this room. Unfortunately, the cranks you can't toss because it's not known whether you will need to use them again, unlike the keys. I always find this elevator to be more finicky with where you can click to go down. I think you have to be like in the center area. Be very careful because sometimes they do like to occupy the space right in front of the ladder. or at least on that little walkway area. So if you tried coming through here before, there's a waterfall blocking the path, which I'm not really sure why you couldn't just walk through it, but whatever. Alright. There's nothing in here at the moment. Not to spoil anything, but... only notable things are that first aid spray, which we are not picking up. That's the only one that I have no intention of picking up, because we just don't have the inventory space for it, and we don't need it. I'm a real Resident Evil player. I don't need first aid sprays. No, I'm probably up there in one of the worst Resident Evil players.
Enrico!
Who can actually beat the game, I should say.
Wait, what happened? Double crosser!
Enrique?
Don't!
Yeah? Ah.
Hell. Umbrella.
What is the first word he says?
Who is it? Is someone there?
I wonder who it could be.
Double crosser? What did he mean by that?
Alright, let's check out his body. Couldn't have moved because of this injury. He's holding something. And he has some handgun ammo, which we are not going to pick up because at this point we don't need it. We don't have the inventory space to deal with it. Alright. As you can probably guess, there are now hunters in the area. Because, of course, there's two in this hallway in particular. Go down already. Fuck you. There we go. You always know they're dead when they start to do that screech. You can kind of see him clipping through. If you're very precise, you can run through here, pick up this crank, and then get out without having to fight him. But I've found that to be more difficult and more costly on health. Trying to do it that way than just taking those two out. The rest, there are, I think, 2 hunters in that room, or that hallway. You can just kind of ignore them. Ah, jerk. We are just going to ignore you, though. Because we never have to go back through there ever again. There's a typewriter there, if you are so inclined to bring an actual ink ribbon with you. But, I don't know, it seems like a really weird place to have a typewriter without having an item box nearby. Okay, there we go. Let's refill. Head through here. A boulder? No, this is not Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 1, Boulder punches Chris. Thankfully, Boulder is not too difficult to avoid. And is required to proceed. Although, I'm not sure what triggers the boulder. Alright. We're gonna back up real quick, because there is a hunter. If you go to the other side of this room beforehand, he will come after you. Alright. Grab our magnum, get ready. Because we got a boss fight. Okay, explain to me how that works, because I used 3 hits. And it used 5 for some reason. Okay, so that's the reason why I grabbed the 1 blue herb. Get out of this room, quick. Because those things will attack you after you kill the spider. They disappear, like, once you leave the room and come back, but it is very odd. Alright, thankfully we do have 1 open space. We need to pick up the flamethrower. There's also a knife in that room. If you really need, you can use the knife. I don't know if the flamethrower is good against the spider. I've never tried. I find the magnum or the shotgun to just be better. Make sure we're reasonable distance. Not sure if the fire would spread to us. So, that's the reason why you can't just run through this room. There is webbing over the door. Alright. I'm putting this here, not that we should be doing this, because we're going to need that in the next room anyways. But I did want to come and pick up some more magnum rounds. Alright. And at this point, the hunters are gone. Or, well, they're not gone, but you won't see any more as long as you're proceeding forward. Thankfully. The worst part of the game is finally over. Alright, we are done, officially done with the square crank. We can go ahead and consolidate our magnum rounds. Still need that hexagonal crank, and yes, that is what the crank is. We didn't get a very good look at it. I think these are ink ribbons. Yeah. We're in, like, the home stretch of the game at this point. And we have plenty of ink ribbons. I don't remember how many ink ribbons are actually in this game, though. Has to be at least 18, probably. Maybe 16. Okay. 18 to 27, depending upon conditions, I think. But that also might just be for the remake, because for some reason most of the internet only cares about the remake information and not the original for some reason. Alright, so now there are snakes in this hallway, so you need to be quick. It's locked. Oh, that's unfortunate. Go through the door, Chris. So, yeah, that's, unfortunately, something you need to go and grab is the flamethrower. Seems like a really weird little condition for no reason. Alright. I kind of had a hunch that was going to be the case. There were also some herbs in that room that I think I picked up. If I showed it or not. Right. Go ahead and drop off the flamethrower. So that we can unlock the door. Alright. 2 pathways. Honestly, I'm very surprised they didn't put hunters in this area. Because this seems like the perfect place for them to just spam a hunter or two for no reason. But I'm not going to complain too much because I'm so tired of the hunters. They do come back in Resident Evil 3, but they are not in Resident Evil 2, which I'm happy about. Alright. Make sure that we are kissing it, basically. And start running forward. There we go. Easy. And it's the map of the underground after we've basically completed the underground already. Seems like great timing for that. And we got our second Modisc. Significantly easier to find, I think. Alright, let's go ahead. This is another statue pushing puzzle, which really isn't too bad as long as you notice the textures on the wall. Got, oh, BS. I am standing literally right in front of it. You can't lie to me, game. There's a hexagonal hole. Yep. That's the entire point of it, is to push out the statue, since pulling is not a thing in this world, apparently. I mean, Tomb Raider knew how to do it. Alright. And this is essential. Will you take Doom Book 2? Yes, we will. A sequel. And there we go. We got ourselves a wolf medal, which is a required item. Alright, let's make one quick pit stop back at the save room. Just ignore the snakes. Go ahead and put the hexagonal crank away. And I think we will grab the eagle medal. Honestly, I should probably just put the shotgun away for right now, but it's fine. Because there is an item box towards the start of the next area, so it's not as much reason to carry it at the current moment. But we got ourselves one final elevator. Well, okay. I lie. There is another elevator, but it's a bigger elevator. Fortunately, these are blues, which kind of lose their usefulness at this point in the game, due to the fact that nothing past this point will really poison you. Picture of a wolf. To the other side. And I'm only to assume that this is a picture of a eagle. With that, the way to the final area is opened, or opening. But first, let's go and pick up some herbs. Take the elevator down. See, it's a bigger elevator. There's nothing notable in this room at the moment. We can't go through that door. We have to go down the ladder. Alright. We are going to go ahead and drop off the shotgun for a few minutes. Because we have some standard zombies that I would rather use the pistol on rather than the shotgun. I don't know. We have 107 handgun bullets. We might as well use them. There's another one. He must be down. Which is really weird to... Can't quite tell if he's down, but I think he is. And then I think there's one more in this hallway. Oh no. Ah, you jerk. Just grab me. Jesus Christ, and I'm still in fine. The bile is their weakest attack, to be fair. Keys down. Yeah. I mean, we have the handgun bullets to spare, so I'm not quite as, like, about it. that door is locked. So now that we have taken out some of the zombie fodder, we'll go ahead and head back to the save room and drop off, or well, probably going to save before we start really doing this area, because I do not want to have to redo the entire underground. Alright, and I think that is where we're going to put in a cut. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.